Welcome to Legacy Coins USA, where every coin tells a story. From rare Abraham Lincoln pennies to 1-cent treasures hiding secrets and hidden value, we reveal history like you've never seen before. And if I told you the coin in your hand right now could be worth thousands, don't scroll. Stay with us to uncover the rarest, most valuable coins America has ever minted. Let's get started. The 1969 United States 1-cent coin featuring Abraham Lincoln is part of the long-running Lincoln Cent series, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. It was the first regular U.S. coin to depict a real historical figure rather than an allegorical image. The obverse front was designed by Victor David Brenner and includes the inscriptions Liberty, the motto In God We Trust, and the date 1969. The reverse of coins minted before 1959 displayed 2 wheat ears, but by 1969 the reverse had already changed to the Lincoln Memorial design, introduced in 1959 to honor the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Therefore, a genuine 1969 penny does not have wheat ears. It features the Lincoln Memorial on the back, with the inscription EPLURBUSUNUM above it and 1 cent, and United States of America below. The composition of the 1969 Lincoln Cent is primarily copper. From 1962 through 1982, except part of 1982, cents were made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, weighing 3.11 grams. This gives the coin a rich reddish tone when uncirculated, often described by collectors as red, RD. Over time, exposure to air and handling causes oxidation, turning the coin brown, BN, or a mix of red and brown, RB. The condition and color significantly influence collector value. Coins with bright original red luster are much more desirable than heavily circulated brown examples. In 1969, Lincoln Cents were minted at 3 facilities: Philadelphia, No Mint Mark, Denver D Mint Mark, and San Francisco S Mint Mark. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 136 million coins, Denver struck more than 4 billion, and San Francisco struck over 544 million regular circulation coins, plus proof coins for collectors. Due to the very high mintage numbers, most standard 1969 pennies are common and were widely circulated. As a result, typical circulated examples usually carry only face value, though their copper content gives them a small intrinsic metal value slightly above 1 cent, depending on copper prices. One of the most famous and rare varieties is the 1969 S-double die obverse. This era coin shows dramatic doubling in the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date. It is one of the most valuable Lincoln Cent eras ever discovered. Initially mistaken for counterfeits, genuine examples were later authenticated and became highly sought after. In high grades, a 1969 S-double die obverse can sell for tens of thousands of dollars, with some specimens reaching well over $50,000 at auction. This rare variety is what makes the year 1969 especially intriguing to collectors. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint in 1969 were specially struck with polished dies and planchets to create sharp details and mirror-like fields. These coins were sold in proof sets to collectors and were not intended for circulation. Deep cameo, DCAM, or cameo, CAM examples, where the portrait appears frosted against a mirrored background, command premium prices. High-grade proof coins, graded PR69 or PR70, by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC, are especially desirable due to their near-perfect preservation. When evaluating a 1969 penny, collectors look at several factors: mint mark, overall condition, graded from poor 1 to mint state 70, color designation red, red-brown, brown, strike quality, and the presence of errors or varieties. Mint state coins graded MS65 or higher with full red color can sell for several dollars to over $20 depending on the mint. However, circulated coins without errors are generally worth only 1 to a few cents. Authentication is essential for rare varieties, especially the double die, as counterfeits do exist. Historically, the Lincoln cent symbolizes American heritage and national identity. The inscriptions, liberty, and in God we trust, reflect core American values, while EPLUBUSUNUM emphasizes unity among the states. The Lincoln Memorial reverse uniquely depicts the statue of Lincoln inside the memorial, visible between the columns, a small but remarkable design detail. This artistic feature makes the memorial cents distinct in U.S. coinage history and adds to their charm for collectors. From a collector's perspective, the 1969 Lincoln cent is attractive primarily for its potential rare era and for high-grade red specimens. While common examples are abundant, searching through rolls for a genuine 1969 S-double die remains an exciting pursuit. Proper storage in coin holders or albums helps preserve condition and color. Whether kept for sentimental reasons, copper value, or the thrill of discovering a rare variety, the 1969 Lincoln cent remains an enduring piece of American numismatic history. Keep a close eye on your change because that hidden treasure might be sitting right in your pocket. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a big find. Stay tuned because in the next video, we're diving into another legendary coin that could be worth a small fortune. Next up, the 1963 United States 1 cent coin featuring Abraham Lincoln belongs to the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, a continuation of the design first introduced in 1909 to honor the centennial of Lincoln's birth. Although many people refer to older pennies as wheat pennies, the wheat ear reverse design was discontinued in 1958. By 1963, the reverse displayed the Lincoln Memorial, introduced in 1959. The obverse still carried Victor David Brenner's portrait of Lincoln, along with the inscriptions, Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1963. The reverse included United States of America, 1 cent, and EPLUBUSUNUM above the memorial. This design uniquely shows the seated Lincoln statue visible within the memorial, making it one of the most detailed small coin designs in U.S. history. The historical context of 1963 adds emotional depth to this coin. It was the year President John F. Kennedy was assassinated, a moment that deeply impacted the United States. While the penny design did not change that year, coins struck in 1963 circulated during a time of national grief and transformation. The Lincoln cent itself has long symbolized unity, perseverance, and freedom, qualities associated with Abraham Lincoln's leadership during the Civil War. Holding a 1963 cent can feel like holding a small metallic witness to one of the most pivotal years in modern American history. In terms of production, 1963 pennies were minted in large quantities at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Philadelphia coins have no mint mark, while Denver coins display a small D below the date. Over 754 million were struck at Philadelphia and more than 1.7 billion at Denver, making them common in circulated condition. Additionally, the Philadelphia Mint produced proof coins specifically for collectors, struck with specially polished dies and planchets to achieve mirror-like surfaces. These proof coins were sold in official proof sets and are distinct from regular circulation strikes. The composition of the 1963 cent is 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, weighing 3.11 grams with a diameter of 19 millimeters. Because of its high copper content, the coin has intrinsic metal value that fluctuates with copper prices. When freshly minted, the coin displayed a bright reddish-orange luster. Over time, oxidation changes its color to reddish-brown or deep brown. Collectors classify color as red, RD, red-brown, RB, or brown, BN, and this classification significantly affects value. Full red coins with strong luster are considered the most attractive and command higher premiums. Regarding value, most circulated 1963 pennies are worth only face value or slightly more due to copper content. Uncirculated examples in mint state condition can range from a few dollars to around $15.25 for high-grade red specimens. Proof coins generally sell for modest premiums, though high-grade examples graded PR69 Deep Cameo can reach significantly higher prices. As with most modern-era cents, condition is the primary driver of value rather than rarity, since the overall mintage was very high. Although there is no major famous double die variety for 1963 like some other years, collectors still search for minor errors such as repunched mint marks, off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped planchets, and die clashes. These mint errors can add collectible appeal and raise value depending on visibility and condition. Error coins are often authenticated and graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC to confirm legitimacy and assign a market grade. Even subtle variations can make an otherwise common coin more desirable to specialists. From a design perspective, the 1963 Lincoln cent continues the tradition of placing a historical figure on everyday coinage. Brenner's portrait remains one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. The balance between the dignified bust of Lincoln and the architectural detail of the memorial gives the coin an understated elegance. The inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and EPLUOBUSUNUM reinforce American ideals of freedom, faith, and unity. For many collectors, assembling Dayton mint sets of Lincoln cents is an accessible and rewarding pursuit. For collectors and investors today, the 1963 Lincoln cent is attractive mainly in high-grade uncirculated or proof condition with full red color. Proper storage in coin holders, albums, or certified slabs helps preserve its surface and prevent further oxidation. While it is not considered rare in standard form, it represents an important era in American history and remains a foundational piece in any Lincoln cent collection. Its historical significance, classic design, copper composition, and potential for error varieties ensure that the 1963 cent continues to hold lasting appeal among numismatists. Next up, the 1991 United States 1-cent coin featuring Abraham Lincoln is part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, which was produced from 1959 until 2008. Although many people use the term wheat penny for any Lincoln cent, the wheat ear reverse design was actually discontinued in 1958. By 1991, the reverse showed the Lincoln Memorial, with EPLUOBUSUNUM above it and United States of America and 1 cent below. The obverse continued to display Victor David Brenner's classic right-facing portrait of Lincoln, along with the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1991. This long-running design makes the 1991 cent part of one of the most recognized coin series in American history. The 1991 cent was struck during a transitional period in U.S. coin production technology. Unlike earlier copper-heavy cents, by 1991, the coin was composed primarily of zinc, 97.5%, with a thin copper plating 2.5%, introduced in mid-1982 to reduce production costs due to rising copper prices. The coin weighs 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. Because of its zinc core, 1991 cents are more prone to corrosion if the copper plating is damaged, sometimes showing bubbling or deterioration. This makes high-quality uncirculated examples more desirable among collectors. In 1991, Lincoln cents were minted at 3 facilities: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark for proof coins only. Philadelphia produced over 5.1 billion coins, and Denver struck over 4.1 billion, making them extremely common in circulation. The San Francisco Mint produced proof versions for collectors, featuring sharp details and mirror-like backgrounds. Due to the enormous mintage figures, standard circulated 1991 pennies typically remain worth only face value. One of the most talked about aspects of the 1991 Lincoln cent is the close AM variety found on some Philadelphia business strikes. Normally, the letters A and M in America on the reverse are spaced slightly apart on circulation coins. However, a small number was struck using proof dies, resulting in the letters appearing very close together. This close AM variety is scarce and can command strong premiums, often selling for hundreds or even over $1,000 in high mint state grades. Careful examination with magnification is necessary to identify this subtle but valuable difference. Condition plays a crucial role in determining value. Coins are graded on a scale from poor 1 to mint state 70. Most 1991 cents found in pocket change show wear and minor surface marks. However, coins preserved in mint state condition, especially graded MS67 or higher with strong red luster, can bring significantly higher prices due to their relative scarcity in top grades. Proof coins graded PR69 or PR70 Deep Cameo are particularly attractive to collectors seeking pristine examples. The historical backdrop of 1991 adds another layer of interest. The United States was experiencing major global changes, including the end of the Cold War and the Gulf War. While the design of the penny remained unchanged, coins minted in 1991 circulated during a time of geopolitical transformation and economic shifts. For collectors who value coins as historical artifacts, the 1991 cent represents everyday currency from a pivotal era at the close of the 20th century. From a design standpoint, the Lincoln Memorial reverse remains notable for its architectural detail. If viewed closely, the tiny seated statue of Lincoln inside the memorial can be seen between the columns, making it one of the few U.S. coins to depict the same person on both sides. The inscriptions, Liberty, In God We Trust, and EPLUOBUSUNUM, reinforce enduring national principles. Despite being a modern issue, the 1991 cent carries forward a design lineage dating back over a century. For collectors today, the 1991 Lincoln cent is generally affordable and accessible, making it ideal for beginners building a Dayton mint set. Its main collectible appeal lies in high-grade red examples, proof coins, and especially the rare close AM variety. Proper storage in coin albums or certified holders helps protect the delicate copper plating from damage. While not rare in ordinary condition, select varieties and superb specimens ensure that the 1991 cent remains an interesting and occasionally valuable piece within the broader Lincoln cent series. Next up, the 1990 United States 1 cent coin bearing Abraham Lincoln is part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, which ran from 1959 through 2008. Although often mistakenly called a wheat penny, the wheat ear reverse design ended in 1958, so a genuine 1990 cent features the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Obverse continues Victor David Brenner's 1909 portrait of Lincoln, accompanied by the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1990. On the reverse appear United States of America, 1 cent, and EPLUOBUSUNUM above the memorial. The design is historically significant because it was the first circulating U.S. coin to depict a real person and remained largely unchanged for nearly a century. By 1990, the cent was no longer made primarily of copper as earlier issues were. Rising metal costs led to a composition change in 1982, and the 1990 cent consists of 97.5% zinc with a thin outer layer of 2.5% copper plating. The coin weighs 2.5 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. This copper-plated zinc structure makes the coin lightweight compared to pre-1982 copper cents and also more vulnerable to plating damage. If the thin copper layer is scratched or split, the zinc core can corrode, forming white or gray oxidation spots. Collectors seek examples with intact, original red surfaces, free from bubbling or spotting. The mintage numbers for 1990 cents were extremely high, reflecting heavy circulation demand. The Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, struck over 7.4 billion coins, while the Denver Mint D-Mint mark produced more than 4.8 billion. In addition, the San Francisco Mint produced proof coins exclusively for collectors. Because of these vast production totals, ordinary circulated examples are abundant and usually worth only 1 cent. However, condition rarity, especially in high mint state grades, can elevate value significantly. The most notable collectible feature of the 1990 cent is the 1990 no S proof variety. In rare instances, proof coins struck at the San Francisco Mint were accidentally released without the S mint mark. These coins were included in proof sets before the error was discovered. Genuine examples are scarce and highly prized, often selling for several $1,000s depending on condition. Authentication by a professional grading service is essential, as the mint mark area can be altered fraudulently. This variety gives the 1990 cent a special place in modern-era coin collecting. In standard valuation terms, circulated 1990 cents generally remain at face value, though bulk copper-plated zinc cents may be traded in large quantities. Uncirculated coins with full original red color can range from a few dollars to around $10.20 in MS-65 condition. Superb examples graded MS-67 or higher are much scarcer and may command stronger premiums due to the difficulty of finding flawless surfaces among billions struck. Proof coins in PR-69 or PR-70 deep cameo condition are also popular among registry set collectors. The historical setting of 1990 provides additional context. The United States was entering a new global era following the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989 and approaching the Gulf War in 1991. Domestically, economic and technological changes were reshaping American life. The Lincoln cent, unchanged in design, served as a constant symbol of continuity during a rapidly evolving period. Coins from 1990 circulated in everyday commerce during this transformative time, linking them subtly to broader world events. Design-wise, the Lincoln Memorial Reverse remains admired for its fine engraving. Careful inspection reveals the small seated Lincoln statue within the memorial, an artistic detail remarkable for such a small coin. The inscriptions reinforce national identity. Liberty symbolizes freedom, in God we trust, reflects national faith traditions, and EPLUIBUSUNUM emphasizes unity among states. Even as a modern mass-produced coin, the 1990 cent maintains aesthetic balance and historical symbolism. For collectors, the 1990 Lincoln cent is attractive primarily in high-grade uncirculated condition, as a proof issue, or as the rare no-S proof era. While common examples are plentiful, assembling a complete date-and mint Lincoln set requires attention to subtle varieties and condition quality. Proper storage in archival holders or certified slabs protects the delicate copper plating from environmental damage. Though not rare in everyday form, select examples of the 1990 cent, especially authenticated errors, hold meaningful numismatic value and enduring appeal within modern U.S. coin collections. Next up, 1998 United States 1 cent coin featuring Abraham Lincoln belongs to the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, which was issued from 1959 to 2008. Although sometimes mistakenly called a wheat penny, the wheat reverse design ended in 1958, so a genuine 1998 cent displays the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The obverse continues Victor David Brenner's iconic portrait of Lincoln, first introduced in 1909. The inscriptions Liberty, in God we trust, and the date 1998 appear on the front, while the reverse shows United States of America, 1 cent, and EPLUIBUSUNUM above the memorial. The design remains one of the longest-running and most recognizable in American coinage. By 1998, the cent was composed of 97.5% zinc with a thin 2.5% copper plating, a composition adopted in 1982 due to rising copper prices. The coin weighs 2.5 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. Because of its zinc core, the 1998 cent can suffer from plating issues such as bubbling, splitting, or corrosion if exposed to moisture. Collectors value examples with clean, original red surfaces free from spots or damage. Coins with full mint luster are more visually appealing and command stronger premiums in the marketplace. Mintage figures for 1998 were substantial. The Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, struck over 5.5 billion coins, while the Denver Mint, D-Mint mark, produced more than 5.2 billion. The San Francisco Mint issued proof coins for collectors, identifiable by the S mint mark and their mirror-like finish. Because of these high production totals, standard circulated 1998 cents are extremely common and typically worth only face value. However, condition and specific varieties can significantly affect desirability and price. A notable collectible variety from 1998 is the wide AM reverse on some Philadelphia business strike coins. Normally, circulation strikes from this era have the letters A and M in America positioned very close together. However, a small number was struck with a reverse die intended for proof coins, resulting in a wider spacing between the A and M. This 1998 wide AM variety is scarce and highly sought after by era and variety collectors. In high mint state grades, it can sell for several $100s or more, depending on condition and certification. Grading plays a crucial role in the value of a 1998 cent. Most coins found in circulation show wear and are graded from about good to extremely fine, holding minimal premium. Uncirculated coins, graded MS65 red, may be worth a few dollars, while higher grade examples such as MS67 red can command significantly higher prices due to their scarcity in near-perfect condition. Proof coins graded PR69 or PR70 Deep Cameo are especially popular with collectors who appreciate their sharp contrast and flawless surfaces. The historical backdrop of 1998 places this coin near the end of the 20th century, during a period of economic expansion and technological growth in the United States. The late 1990s saw the rise of the internet and significant cultural shifts. While the penny's design remained constant, it circulated during a time of rapid modernization. For collectors who enjoy connecting coins to their historical era, the 1998 cent represents everyday currency from a dynamic and transformative period in American life. From a design perspective, the Lincoln Memorial Reverse continues to stand out for its intricate engraving. The tiny seated Lincoln statue visible within the memorial columns is a remarkable artistic achievement for a coin of such small size. The inscriptions emphasize enduring American principles: liberty for freedom, in God we trust, as the national motto, and EPLUOBUSUNUM, symbolizing unity. The continuity of this design over decades gives the coin a timeless and dignified appearance. For collectors today, the 1998 Lincoln cent is most attractive in high-grade mint state condition, as a proof issue, or as the desirable wide AM variety. Though common in everyday form, exceptional specimens with strong red luster and minimal marks are harder to find than the large mintage numbers suggest. Proper storage in coin albums, airtight holders, or certified slabs helps preserve the delicate copper plating. While not rare in standard condition, select varieties and superbly preserved examples ensure that the 1998 cent maintains lasting interest and collectible appeal within the modern Lincoln cent series. A small coin in value, yet rich in history and symbolism, the 1998 Lincoln cent reflects America's enduring legacy. Even the simplest penny can hold rare beauty and hidden treasures for the careful collector.